Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my contest prep. Just want to show you a push workout that I did. I did chest and delts. Here, starting off with just push-ups as a warm-up. So on this day, I did a mini refeed of 375 grams of carbs, 200 protein, and 75 fat. Normally, it's 315 carbs and 55 fat. And the reason why I wanted to do that was so I can be physically and mentally prepared for my depletion phase, which is going to happen the day after this day. Alright, so real quick for these push-ups, if you don't want to get a pump or warm up by doing a lot of repetitions, all you do is just try to push the floor closer to each other. And this way it activates the chest throughout the entire exercise. And yeah, you get a pretty good burn from that. Next thing I did was pull-ups. I know it's not a push exercise, however, of course you guys know I do pull-ups almost every single workout, which has really been a key factor in the development of my back throughout the years. So I've been doing pull-ups for, I don't know, maybe 14 years, 13 years or so. I really started lifting with weights 12 years ago, but before that I was just doing calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups, and that was it. So that's a lot of repetitions if you count up all the years. The last warm-up exercise that I did was some cable flies. Just going really light and trying to get a pump. It was actually difficult to get a pump at first, only because leading up to the refeed, I did 4 days of lower calories by lowering my carbs from 315 all the way down to 215 to 250. So I did that for 4 days, just so that I can offset my weight, so that I can do my mini refeed on this day. But you'll see a little bit later, everything starts to fill out as I work out, and just using some of the carbs that I had for my pre-workout, which was, I think I ate a sandwich and I had some shrimp crackers. Alright, so for my first real exercise that I did some flat bench dumbbell press. I think I ended up with doing 3 working sets, and I did 3 warm-up sets. So this will be my first working set. 40 kilos, I forget how much that is in pounds, but you can do the math. 40 times 2.2. Trying to work up to something fairly comfortable. Feeling everything out. Anyway, this is the second set. I forgot to change the bright setting on this, so a little bit pale. Well, that's normal. 45 kilos here, so that's 99 pounds, but let's just call it 100, just to round it up. Nice constant tension. The elbows are slightly tucked so that I can use some triceps, and it's healthier on my shoulders, keeping the back retracted. Making sure to breathe properly and only push enough where I'm going like RPE 9. Setting it down for an isometric, and then that's it. And then third set here. I did 45 kilos once again, and I really like this bench. Oh, by the way, I'm at UP Town Center, their location. So the reason why I went to this location was because I just wanted a change of scenery and to see some of my friends. So I did that, and yeah, it's about over an hour commute just to get here by train and then by walking. But yeah, this is the last set. One thing that I like to do during these kinds of free weight bench presses is to lock my legs into the bench, and this creates tightness. It transfers force to your torso, to wherever you need to be pushing, so that you can stay safe as possible and maximize your push. Next exercise that I did was a mixture between overhead presses and Arnold presses. Starting off with Arnold's, I think I did 4 reps or 5 reps before I started doing regular overhead presses. But just trying to keep the tension on the shoulders, not locking out at the top. You see I'm just doing like a 3/4 lock at the top, keeping tension. And then making sure that I don't go beyond failure. It started to get heavy, so I only did a half rep there. Alright, now this is just a vanity shot. No, I'm just kidding. Not really. But like I said before, I was feeling pretty flat as to the start of my warm-up. Muscles weren't filling out, but as I'm working out, starting to get bigger, a little bit more vascular. Next exercise that I'm doing here, obviously, are lateral raises, and you notice that my wrists are not going above my shoulder line. I did a mixture of some bent over ones as well, but the reason why I don't go above the shoulder line is to prevent shoulder impingement, and that's happened to me in the past, and I highly recommend that you guys don't do that. Yeah, it can cause a lot of issues. These I love. These are bent over extensions. Keep your arms straight. These will burn your triceps and your rear delts. If you haven't tried it before, you have to. So you don't have to go heavy at all, but just make sure your arms are straight. Then right after, I'm doing some alternating front raises, kind of like a semi-supinated hand position, similar to like if you were to grab an easy bar curl. Not curl, an easy bar, like a French bar. Again, keeping the shoulders down. Don't want any kind of shrugging motion. And then supersetted this with Sven press to hit the chest. And then some front raises with an inner kind of push with the dumbbells, just to keep the tension on the pecs and delts. So yeah, really filling out now compared to the first clip, the first couple clips. It could be the angle, I'm not sure, but I felt really good at this point. All the carbs were kicking in. And last but not least, these have been my favorite for rear delts as well. Similar to the one before, I did the bent over extensions with the dumbbells. These I'm doing it in a similar way, and you'll see. And you'll also notice that I have some kind of imbalance where my right arm is more, I guess I'd say, more mobile than my left one. I'm using the same weight and it's not heavy, but I can go higher on the right side. So this might tell me a couple of things about either muscular imbalance, spinal imbalance. But yeah, we're not made perfect, so these are things that we have to work on anyway. And you can literally see the fibers of the delts working in this exercise. So yeah, that'll about do it. After my workout, I think I spent a good 2 hours working out. Before that, I did cardio for 30 minutes or 35 minutes on the treadmill. And yeah, I was at this location for nearly 3 hours. I had to eat right away. I was super hungry, and there's a lot of restaurants around this area, but I did not have my food scale, and I just wanted to make sure that everything stayed on point. I didn't feel like guessing or whatnot. So I have, I think, 300 grams of chicken breast and 250 grams of potatoes, seasoned very well, and potatoes were basically like mash. So good, especially after post-workout. It usually takes me an hour to an hour 15 to commute to this Anytime Fitness at UP Town Center. So I just had to make sure that I ate because, you know, going home I would be extremely hungry on the train. Alright guys, I think that's gotta wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got some ideas for your next push workout. Definitely try out those bent over extensions. Those are killer for the triceps and the rear delts. So the next video that you'll see is the start of my depletion phase. So I'll probably do 2 days at a time in one video, just because I don't think I'll have enough content. So I'll do 2, 2, and 2 since I have 6 days of depletion. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. Please like the video, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification down below so that you can get the notification for my next video. Thank you guys. Peace out.